And when Saul inquired of the Lord answered him not, neither by dreams, nor by Urim, nor by prophets. Okay, so the Lord was basically through with Saul, even though at first he gave him his spirit. But at this point, when in his trouble, he would not answer him. So Saul, in his foolishness, goes to a medium, to a witch. Okay, let's go to verse 7. Then said Saul unto his servants, seek me a woman that hath a familiar spirit, that I may go to her and inquire of her. And his servants said to him, behold, there is a woman that hath a familiar spirit at Endor. Now, a familiar spirit is just an unclean angel. One of the angels that followed Satan, all right, and was cast from heaven by Michael. Okay, these are the angels that walk, like Satan, he walks to and fro through the earth, seeking whom he may devour. Okay, this is where Satan and his angels at, and this is where they are operating, right here on the earth. They're not in hell under the ground somewhere. They are right here on the earth. This is hell is just a state of condition, and this is hell to them. After being in heaven, now you on earth, okay, knowing that the time is going to come when you're going to be cast into the lake of fire. So this is where he is at. And this woman had a direct communication with one of these unclean angels who would act as if they were someone who was dead. But brothers and sisters, I'm going to show you through the scripture that dead people don't communicate, period. They are dead. But I'm going to keep reading. And Saul disguised himself and put on other raiment, and he went and 2 men with him, and they came to the woman by night. And he said, I pray thee, divine unto me by the familiar spirit, and bring me him up, whom I shall name unto thee. All right? Now I'm going to skip down. Verse 12. And when the woman saw Samuel, she cried with a loud voice, and the woman spake to Saul, saying, why hast thou deceived me, for thou art Saul? Okay, because he was disguised, and he had at one time kicked these people out of the land, which was the right thing to do. And the king said unto her, be not afraid, for what sayest thou? And the woman said unto Saul, I saw gods ascending out of the earth. And he said unto her, what form is he of? And she said, an old man cometh up, and he is covered with a mantle. And Saul perceived that it was Samuel. And he stooped with his face to the ground and bowed himself. Now he perceived this was Samuel. What this is an unclean angel or spirit, a familiar spirit that she is dealing with. Okay? And Samuel said to Saul, why hast thou disquieted me to bring me up? And Saul answered, I am sore distressed, for the Philistines make war against me, and God is departed from me, and answereth me no more, neither by prophets nor by dreams. Therefore I have called thee, that thou mayest make known unto me what I shall do. Then said Samuel, this is not Samuel. Okay, Samuel is dead. She is communicating with this familiar spirit. If you ever seen one of these people that do this, they call themselves talking to the dead, they mutter. Okay, and the Bible talks about that. I've actually seen somebody do that. They mutter, act like, or they have this communication with this familiar spirit as if they're talking to one from the dead, but what they're dealing with is simply an unclean angel. That's it. Dead people don't talk. I'm going to show you that. But it says, then said Samuel, wherefore then dost thou ask of me, seeing the Lord is departed from thee, and is become thine enemy? And the Lord hath done to him as he spake by me, for the Lord hath rent the kingdom out of thine hand, and given it to thy neighbor, even to David. Okay? So, was he talking to the dead? All right, we had this day, Halloween, where they deal with the dead. All right, you constantly see ghosts and goblins, and even when we read the pagan origins, you saw that they were dealing with the dead. But let's see what the scripture says about the dead, and can you actually deal with the dead? Because again, Saul perceived that this was Samuel. This is not Samuel. Again, this is an unclean or a familiar spirit that this woman is dealing with. Okay? But let's go to Ecclesiastes and see the state of the dead so we know for sure that he was not talking to Samuel, but he was dealing with an unclean spirit that this woman had. It's not like the spirit even appeared in the room. No, he saw this speaking was through the woman. She was acting as a medium. All right, for this unclean spirit. But the angel or the unclean spirit did not appear. All right, so this woman is talking as if she's Samuel, but she's influenced by this unclean spirit, and she's talking to Saul. Let's see the state of the dead to let you know that Samuel wasn't talking to anybody after his death. This is Ecclesiastes verse 9 and 3, and it reads, this is an evil among all things that are done under the sun, that there is one event unto all. Yea, also the heart of the sons of men is full of evil, and madness is in their heart while they live, and after that they go to the dead. So man is crazy while he's living, and after his short life, he goes to the dead. This happens to the righteous, the unrighteous, the good and the evil, all right, the sinner and the saint. All will die. This was a curse that was placed on man back in the days of the Garden of Eden by the Lord on Adam. All right. Verse 4. For to him that is joined to all the living there is hope. For a living dog is better than a dead lion. For the living know that they shall die, but the dead know not anything, neither have they any more reward. For the memory of them is forgotten. Again, Samuel is not dealing with the dead Saul was not dealing with the dead Samuel. Rather, he was dealing with this unclean or familiar spirit through this woman. Also, their love and their hatred and their envy is now perished. Neither have they any more a portion forever in anything that is done under the sun. Okay? So they don't know anything. Period. They are dead. All right? You don't go with no spirits haunting anybody. What people are dealing with are familiar spirits. All right? Familiar spirits. There is no, after you're dead, the only thing you have to look forward to is the resurrection. All right, that's it. That's the only thing. It's your death, and then it's the resurrection. In the moment of an eye, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump. All right, then the dead gonna be resurrected. All right, but let's go to Job 14. See what else we find about the state of the dead. Verse 14:1 reads, man that is born of a woman is of few days and full of trouble. He cometh forth like a flower and is cut down. He fleeth also as a shadow and continueth not. All right. Let's go down to verse 21. It says, his sons come to honor, and he knoweth it not. And they are brought low, but he perceiveth it not of them. See, this is that same thing what we just read. They don't know anything. But I'm going to go back up and read verse 10. But man dieth and wasteth away. Yeah, man giveth up the ghost or the spirit or the breath of life. See, once you give up that breath of life, you're dead. And where is he? As the waters fail from the sea and the flood decayeth and drieth up, so man lieth down and riseth no more, till the heavens be no more. They shall not awake nor be raised out of their sleep. All right? See, even though Samuel's perceiving something, this is not, or Saul is perceiving something, this is not Samuel he's dealing with. All right? This is a familiar spirit. Even when we read at the beginning of that, we saw how they found this witch of Endor who had a familiar spirit. All right, but this is what these people do on Halloween, these Celts and these Druids were dealing with. And they're dealing with the same thing today. People have seances and play these games when in actuality what you can do is really contact the spirit world with dealing with some unclean, familiar spirit and really get into something that you don't want to deal with. See, there is a realm, a spiritual realm that is real. But you are not talking to the dead. You are talking to familiar spirits. Oh, that thou wouldest hide me in the grave, that thou wouldest keep me secret until thy wrath be past, that thou wouldest appoint me a set time and remember me. If a man shall die, shall he live again? All the days of my appointed time will I wait till my change come. See, that change is at the resurrection. That's the only time the dead are going to be awakened, period. Thou shalt call and I will answer thee. Thou wilt have a desire to do the work of thine hands. All right, so let's go down to Deuteronomy. Okay, and see, or Isaiah. I'm sorry, Isaiah. Let's go to Isaiah. Let's go to Isaiah 8. Because these people are seeking the dead. Who should we seek? Should we seek the dead? Let's look at Isaiah the 8th chapter. Isaiah 8 and verse 19. Or verse 18. It says, behold, I am the children whom the Lord hath given me are for signs and for wonders in Israel, from the Lord of hosts which dwelleth in Mount Zion. And when they shall say unto you, seek unto them that have familiar spirits. See, they're doing that a lot on Halloween. That's what that day is all about. The Catholic Church can try to cover up and say we honoring saints. Look, the Catholic Church is pagan. All right, the Catholic Church is pagan, and all their days are based on paganism. All right, period. And when they shall say unto you, seek unto them that have familiar spirits, and unto wizards that peep and that mutter, should not a people seek unto their God for the living to the dead? See, why are you trying to seek the dead? That's what that whole Halloween is about. That whole day is about seeking the dead. It was a day, again, New Year's, where the lines between the dead and the living was kind of blurred. We read that, all right, in the introduction. See, so that's what that day is about. And we need